single one of their series has been a Game 5. And Turtle, you were a player once upon a time. What does going to Game 5 feel like over and over and over again in such high-stakes environment?
I think it obviously depends on the player. But for the most part, for me, it was like, when you're going into Game 5s, it's all about the trend that you can set early on. So, like, if you start losing Game 5s all the time, that becomes your staple, then every time you get into a Game 5, in the back of your head, you're like, I don't want to keep losing Game 5s. Why does this keep happening to me? Right. And it's also a weird thing because when you win a Game 5, you feel like you really earned it. But then you lose a Game 5 and you're like, oh, that was the closest thing in the world. Yeah, exactly. So it's the weirdest thing because, like I said, it's just a mental game and building yourself a trend of going into Game 5s. Like Mouz, thankfully, they have been winning a lot of their Game 5s. So I feel like now the comfortability is there when they do hit a Game 5. Well,
and good news for Mouz is they've been winning a lot of their Game 5s. Only lost one series so far here in RLCS, and they go up against Dignitas, who the devs criticized for their shooting, and it has been pretty bad on the Dignitas side.
I mean, according to what I've been researching, Yukeo, I'm surprised at this because he had a 0% shooting in Week 3, 19 shots and 0 goals. Aztral had 17 shots and 1 goal. That's 36 shots with only 1 goal for offense. So as long as you can just put them in and find the opening, obviously there's a question between quality shots and actually finding an opening or not. Let's see if they can actually do it here against Mouz.
Get things kicked off in Game 1. And I'm interested to see how Mouz come out. They've struggled in their first couple of games, although today they did go 1-1 with complexity in the first 2 games. Here's Aztral. A flick over speed. Yukeo comes through, and now it's just Violentpanda. Great first touch there.
Yeah.
Does well to slow down the play, and that's all he needed to do. You can see his teammates back now.
And I'm always paying attention to speed. He's the guy who is so incredibly aggressive for Mouz. One of the players in the league who's probably the most forward between all of the teams. And he's the guy who's either going for a demo, making a touch off of a clear, or just taking it himself, like right now, opening up space. If there was a third man following through there, it would have been a great shot. Speed, always aggressive, always making opportunities.
And he does cut in front of the rotation a lot, but that's just how he works in this team. They let him be that aggressor. And you can even see in that last play about 15 seconds ago, he cut in front of Cooksier. And Cooksier was fine with it. He let him go, and Cooksier waited his turn, came through, and it turned out okay, but this is not okay for Mouz. This is a weak touch. Aztral there, and speed, big save, a lot on the clear.
He gets the touch, the first save, and then follows it up in the air and gets the dunk. That would have for sure been a goal. I don't even know if he used his boost. I didn't have the angle to see. But either way, speed. He makes a lot of plays on offense, but right there we saw a great defensive stop.
Big clear comes out. Yukeo had to make a tougher than what it seems save. Speed almost gets the ball back from a lot win, so it's up to Cooksier. Clear this one downfield. Violentpanda lots of space here, looking for options. He's got Yukeo on the left, and he will give it up to him. Yukeo picks it up.
Dunk.
Get the dunk. Cooksier there. And a big clear comes out from the Mouz side. Speed. Tried to pick it up. Cooksier opts not to go. Now he does. He waited just a second. Thought maybe Aztral didn't have it. A lot comes through. And Yukeo on the clear. Violentpanda's already down off the back wall. Yukeo's there now. One more from Aztral. It's too high in the shooting, plaguing Dignitas in the first game.
And that is exactly what we're talking about. You make a great play. Dignitas, their possession game, their passing so on point. But then when the finishing shot comes through, the moment of truth, you can't capitalize.
Aztral popped that one up. Violentpanda didn't want to go. First touch from Yukeo. Sets himself up with no boost. Now a lot. Can't get the touch. Speed. Straight back into the corner they just came from, and he does beat the first defender and goes over the back wall. Yukeo trying to set up the passing from Dignitas, but it wasn't the best pass. Cooksier was there a lot, looking for the back wall there. Speed coming in and turned away by Violentpanda. So Mouz, a lot of pressure on the Dignitas side.
And a lot of boost steals as well. We just saw Cooksier in the corner.
Great pass from a lot. Almost able to put away from Speed. They're keeping this Dignitas team locked in at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
The ball comes off the side wall. Yukeo Lots of space. Cooks here. Pass over to a lot. Can't do much else with it. Aztral does well to get this one away for Dignitas. Still a tie game, even with all this pressure from Mouz, and maybe an opportunity as Aztral then clears it away for Dig.
I mean, both teams have really opened up some chances. I feel like the possession game and the starving of boost has been mostly Mouz right now. But Dignitas, they're finding more passes and connecting a lot of strings.
There has been opportunity for Dignitas, but again, it's the shooting that has plagued them already. And it was all three of them on the missed shot. Yukeo. A
Big
comes
demo.
out. Here's Aztral off the back wall,
No way.
second touch. Tried to go back post, couldn't get it.
Astral's a player, I mean, you see him up for those. He has proved himself. Started out as a new pickup for Dignitas. Most people had never heard of him. And then we just saw all the mechanical abilities as the offseason progressed. And now we have expectations of him to hit those.
This one, Aztral quick on the play, but not quicker than speed. Violentpanda to Yukeo. Missed touch, Violentpanda almost made up for it. Big clear comes out for Mouz, 20 seconds left. Looking at a 0-0 overtime at this point. Here's speed, back wall shot. Now a lot, just buying space. And Violentpanda shuts that down. Speed straight back to Cooks here.
He's
Maybe
up there.
Second goal. Cooks are off the back wall, and nobody there from Mouz. A lot went back, and so a 0-0 overtime in game one.
Both teams, surprising amount of shots. We got 5 for Mouz, actually 6, excuse me, and 4 for Dig. Both teams, they have possession, opportunities. Even Cooks are there towards the end of that initial game before overtime. Tried to put one in, couldn't find it.
Here's speed. Trying to find that hole in the defense. A lot with the shot, and he finds it himself. 23 seconds, and Mouz take game one.
A dart of a shot. A lot just putting on one of the fastest shots you can get from the wall. Using the momentum, the bounce timing on that is everything when you're going in for those. As long as you can time it off the wall, you can get probably the most amount of power you can get in this game. And a lot picks up the first win here in game one against Dig.
And what it felt like throughout this game one was that Mouz was going to eventually break Dignitas. They had so many opportunities and more quality plays downfield, especially in that final third. And Dignitas, look, they had their opportunities.
Definitely.
They had, look, it was one goal that Mouz scored. Dignitas could have had their own.
It was there. And that's the thing. It's just, I don't know. I feel like at what point is it more mental now? Because you know that Aztral, of all players especially, can hit these.
Oh, yeah.
Yukeo, he can hit these. Violentpanda, he proved last weekend that he can hit these. He had 7 goals, which was, I believe they only scored about 8 goals, literally last weekend in week 3. He scored 7 of them. So Violentpanda, if he's not the one finishing it, has to be somebody else. And everybody here can obviously finish it. It just comes down to whenever you're in the air and you have to take the final shot. Do you hesitate? Do you get nervous? And now they have this kind of stigma against them where it's like, oh, we can't finish on that last man back. Now when they go up, they can think about that. It's just you got to maintain, you know, a calm presence and just hit them.
And for Mouz now, or excuse me, for Dignitas, it really is about finding just the conversion on your shots. Mouz are giving up opportunities.
Yeah.
They're giving you the space. There's been a lot of space, especially for Violentpanda, and he's done well to bring the ball down and kind of gauge his options from there. But you've got to convert, and you've got to create more quality chances for your team. We saw sparks of it in game one, but ultimately fruitless for Dignitas. Your speed. Now Aztral. He couldn't get the touch there, so Dignitas takes control of the midfield, and the back wall pass from Violentpanda. No one there from Dignitas. Cooks trying to push this one on for Mouz, but a big clear comes out from Yukeo. Violentpanda trying to take it away. The drop down to go for Dignitas. Violentpanda, the follow-up. Can he drop it in? He gives it over to Aztral and can't put it on target.
And it was that double commit. If both of them didn't go for the ball, somebody could have had the follow-up off the backboard, and we'd have a for sure goal. Aztral trying to force one in now. Here comes Violentpanda with a shot. It's over. Yukeo's there in position, and he can't get the shot because a lot is in the corner off the net.
Barely hanging on is Mouz. You couldn't even see him in the corner there, and he makes the save.
I didn't even think Yukeo's shot was on, but it was perfectly placed in the corner. And a lot denies the chance for Dignitas to get their first goal in the series.
Now Speed and Mouz trying to put on some offense here. It's been all Dignitas so far. Here's Violentpanda with no boost. And this one's popped up. Aztral to clear it away. Everyone not facing the ball there from Mouz. Lets Violentpanda come through. Yukeo, touchdown. It's just high, and Aztral was there. Couldn't put it on. Now the brake's on for Mouz. Speed couldn't get past Violentpanda, and it's shut down.
Another big miss. Dignitas. But even though they are not capitalizing on these great opportunities, as long as they can just keep it going, they are bound to get one in. Dignitas looking strong.
Mouz here. Trying to make it awkward. Aztral, though, trying to land with the ball there. Couldn't do so. Speed was right on top of him either way. Demo comes out from Violentpanda, and the pass backflip comes out from Violentpanda, so a big clear now for a lot. Speed, touchdown. Not the best clear, but it does go to Yukeo. And here comes Dignitas, trying to set something up, but Cookser comes through with that Batmobile and shuts him out. Aztral all the way across. Mouz here. Down to the Dignitas corner. Mouz have done well to make it tough for Dignitas to break out, but they're not keeping control of the ball.
Yeah.
Now an opportunity off the demo, and Cookser finds an open net. A 1-0 lead for Mouz.
The demo comes through from Speed, then a lot's in the air, the downwards pass to Cookser. Everybody is in position, involved, and that is just a well-organized machine for Mouz. They go up 1-0 in game 2. A beautiful play from them.
They just didn't let Dignitas out, and eventually an opportunity arises. Here's Speed, trying to find another one. He's got boost to work with. But Yukeo takes it away. Dignitas now looking for a response. Here's Aztral into the corner, a pop-up. He's past 2, goes for the bump. It's back post, but no one there from Dignitas.
And that could be a great thing for Dignitas to try and start implementing is those physical plays and demos. We just saw reciprocity in the earlier series. If you can't get a great shot on net, at least just make it so easy to the point where you just can't even miss.
Speed, dangerous pass across. A lot, still waiting. Comes out to Cooks here. And Mouz is just hitting the ball to space right now. And Dignitas are really struggling to get a hold of it. A lot of lateral clears coming out. They're not really making any progress downfield. Yukeo gets a second touch off the ceiling. Speed gets in the way of Violentpanda. And now time becoming a factor for Dignitas. Maybe opportunity here to go from Mouz, but they do make the save. Violentpanda putting on the attack, trying to pass over to Aztral, is behind him. Not much there from Yukeo. Speed. Less than a minute to go. Here's Yukeo on the ball. 17 boost. Can't follow it up, but he had a little bit of time to stay with it. Here's Aztral. Violentpanda. And will go. The touch is wide. Dignitas still just can't put anything on targets.
Yeah.
The shooting accuracy at this point. Here's a lot now. A shot. It's near post, and it goes off the back wall there. Cooks here. Receives the pass and turned away by Yukeo. A lot trying to keep this one in for Mouz. It will be slowed down.
30 seconds left.
Here's Violentpanda.
Dignitas, they got to put something in.
Follow up from Yukeo is turned away by Cooks here. Time's ticking. Violentpanda just high. Aztral, he's forced to go, and a big clear comes out from the corner off of Astral's touch. A lot's going to keep it going. 10 seconds left. Dignitas have got to go the length of the pitch at this point. Violentpanda's got full boost. Gets past 1. And Speed. He's going to let that one drop down, and Mouz now a 2-series lead.
And the difference here is just finishing those shots. Speed, that one play, you got to think about it. Speed, the demo, opening up the space. Cooks here in the air. Or not Cooks here, excuse me. That was a lot, actually, who got the pass off to Cooks here. That play was phenomenal. And it's just interesting to see because Dignitas, I thought they played great throughout a lot of this game, opening up chances, finding space in the midfield. And speaking about finding space, Cooks here,
Yeah.
He's got so much of it to shoot at.
Well, Yukeo gets demoed. You can see Aztral and Violentpanda creep up on the play, which left nobody back. And you can see Yukeo just stops after spawning and says, guys, I was out. I was
What's
demoed.
happening? I'm here now.
I'm here now, and I watched them score. And again, it's a 1-goal difference here. And Dignitas, they had 6 shots. They had opportunity. They had Mouz on the ropes a couple times.
It's a frustrating thing to watch. I'm a little bit tripping over my words because I don't even know where to begin in terms of trying to find the final shot. Because Dignitas, I mean, like I said, I've said it throughout pretty much the whole series so far. They've opened up chances. We've seen it, and they still are scoreless right now. To find something, they can't do anything right now in terms of just putting it in the net. And like I said, go for some demos. It doesn't even matter at this point. Just try and throw them off their game. Make the net as wide open as possible. If you're getting good passes, and then after that pass, rotate in, get the demo, and even have a better shot, basically. And they just need to find that.
Let's see if they can. They're on their last life here for Dignitas. Down 2-0 in the series.
If the script is right, though, we will go to Game 5 with Mouz.
That's not what my script says.
That's not what your script says?
No. Not at this point. Dignitas trying to battle back. This one popped up. Yukeo. He's got Violentpanda, who switched to the Octane now. Yukeo tried to go past Cooks here. Aztral from the ceiling. That one's a tough one. It goes off the inside of the post and bounces out. Speed. Now a lot. Yukeo looking for options. Violentpanda is there, and that one's wide. The follow-up dunked away by Speed, and here comes Mouz. Back the other way. Speed looking for a lot. It comes down to Cooks here. Can he put it on target? And Violentpanda there to clear it away.
I loved a lot's process right there. I mean, he waited for a demo instead of trying to take the shot because he saw the space. He knew Cooks here had time to rotate in, and that's what happened. Cooks here couldn't find the shot.
Cooks here does find a shot there. It goes just wide, unsuspecting. And this one bouncing up. Yukeo, not a lot of options here. Violentpanda push this one on for Dignitas. They would love to find the first goal and find some sort of ground here in Game 3.
Panda.
Can't do it. But they're hunting. They're here in the final third. Opportunity is there. Speed, that one's going to be wide. Violentpanda now forced to go past Cooks here, and he does so. Is Aztral there to clean it up? Yukeo over to Aztral. Tried to put it on target. It was, but it was weak.
And I really think it's going to come down to once Dignitas put one in, if they can manage to do so at this point, it's match point already for Mouz. But once they can start something, get a spark, that's when we'll see all of the floodgate. It just opens. The whole entire game will probably change because that's how it works. Once you just put one in and get that confidence, it should be lights out. Mouz need to do everything they can to prevent that.
And the good thing is for Dignitas, these games have been very low scoring. We're in 3, only 2 goals have been scored. And both of them in favor of Mouz. Violentpanda beats out 2. It's open net. If Aztral can get the touch, he does. And Dignitas find the back of the net for the first time in the series.
A lot going for a big clear, doesn't get the best hit. A double commit from Mouz, and Astral's there to steal the goal almost. Violentpanda, really good speed to beat out both defenders there and capitalize on the double commit. The first goal for Dignitas.
So we'll see, Turtle, if your hypothesis is correct. The floodgates will open here for Dignitas, and it feels good.
I mean, it has to, right? They've been scoreless this whole time. They finally put one in. Let's see if the confidence can start rolling out, and the shots, the finishing shots will be different.
Violentpanda was there. Aztral just couldn't get the touch. Speed. Got the Cooks here. Here's Violentpanda. Met by Speed, and Yukeo is straight to Cooks here again. No one there from Mouz to follow up. They back off. Here's Speed, full boost. Pops this one up. Looking for a flip reset. Does get it off the ball, but he didn't get any power on it. And a lot happy to delay and take away a corner boost on the Dignitas side. Speed couldn't really set anything up. A lot went and tackled someone on the Dignitas side. Here's an opportunity for Yukeo. Aztral, can he go past Cooks here? He's so strong, just fighting everyone in front of the ball there.
2 big 50s for Mouz. They come out with a win. Surprisingly, it didn't roll past them. You're right, Corelli. Just a brick wall.
Speed almost able to drop that one down. And a lot. Does get past Yukeo, but nobody there from the Mouz side. And now on the Mouz side of things, it's about getting this goal. Time becoming a factor for them now. Yukeo making everyone think about what he's going to do. It does pan out for Mouz in the end. Speed now takes it up, and Aztral makes a huge save.
Speed delayed his flick there, and Aztral still managed to react. What a save. And Mouz, the pressure is heating up. They have had so many great opportunities and shots right now. But Dignitas as well, the dribbles from Yukeo. We just saw the mind games. 25 seconds left.
Violentpanda trying to close out this game. Speed might have different.
Oh, that's it.
Say, and it's a lot who puts it in near post.
20 seconds left. Mouz have yet to win a game without going to game 5. A lot wants to end that record. They tie it up. And Dignitas, they were looking so strong. But now here's Mouz.
20 seconds left. Can Dignitas find another one and extend the series? All eyes on them.
Oh, that's
and
it.
Speed, big shot into the corner, and with 12 seconds left, Mouz take the lead.
Speed, almost a recreation of last week's goal. A pass in from Cooks here across the field. Speed is always in that position for the clear. He gets a huge redirect on the net, upper 90. Speed, one of the MVPs for Mouz.
Still time for Dignitas. An opportunity here. Aztral, 5 seconds. Big clear cross, and Violentpanda just trying to get a hold of it. It's going to drop down.
Wow.
And Mouz don't go to game 5. In fact, they don't let anyone beat them. It's a 3-0 sweep.
So, I was completely wrong. Dignitas, they got the first goal. I thought that's what was going to spark everything, and we would see just a combustion from them. But instead, we did see a combustion just on the defensive side. They couldn't find any passes and any clears, and they just end up throwing it with 20 seconds left. Wow.
And
Speed, hello.
It's devastating for Dignitas, but fantastic for Mouz at this point. I mean, what a huge series. After going to Game 5 so many times and been on the winning end on most of them, but also on the losing end, a crushing defeat earlier on in the season. They come out here, a 3-0 win over Dignitas. Definitely feels good going into the later things, talking about playoffs, regional playoffs, and maybe even into the LAN.
I mean, Mouz, they tie up Reciprocity and Veloce. Here we go. This is everybody really competing for that top spot. Those 3 teams, they're in rotation right now. Dignitas, oh, man, it hurts because they look really good. They look so solid. We see the movement through the field, the passing. Even Yukeo, he got pretty creative with some mind games. And then it just comes down to how you rotate in and finish these shots out.
Well, Mouz, a 3-0 win over Dignitas, but we've got more matches coming up. It's going to be Veloce and TSM. Stay with us.